Okay, 7 days until Crimson Desert drops. 7 days. I am excited. I haven't been this excited for a game in a very, very long time. And I'll be honest with you, I've been drowning I think a lot of people have, in a sea of playing, just in a sea of gameless, in a in a gameless existence where there just is nothing that is satiating my desire to play really good video games. Like, it's like when you come from epic, when you have an epic past of playing, Morrowind in its prime and Skyrim in its prime and World of Warcraft in its prime and Elder Scrolls Online in its prime, and you could go all the way back. I mean, to RuneScape, and like it just all these like legendary classics, and you've just experienced all these games that sucked you in. um it's been dry. There's been a drought. It's been dry, and for the last, like, I feel like, at least, like, I think the last game that really swept me away, like, if I really was to think about that, um, that really, really swept me away. And I'm not saying that there weren't good games. There's a lot of good games. Elden Ring is probably the last really impressive game that has come out. To be completely honest, in terms of sucking you in and completely keeping you there all the way through to the end. Um, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I love the game. It's unbelievable. Probably the nicest UI I've ever seen. I'm actually going to make an episode about that UI because it's without a doubt the nicest game UI I've ever seen in my life. I want to talk about that at some point, but um, I love that game. It's fun, but there's something about it that makes me feel like, you play it for 2 weeks and then you stop, and then you can't get up the energy to play it again. Like, you have to wait a long time for you to be kind of in the mood again to do it. And I don't know if it's the complex combat system, because once I started getting used to that, I actually really liked it. So I don't think it was that. And I don't think it was like, I mean, it was the most beautiful, it's one of the most beautiful games ever made. Story is incredible, characters are incredible, everything's beautiful, but for some reason, it's missing something. Or there's something that is all too familiar about it, maybe. And that's what leads me to what I'm about to talk about now, which is Crimson Desert and the new trailer that they just released. Here's the thing, guys. Everybody keeps on talking about how, I see these in the comments. I see people on YouTube like talking about it. Oh, what are they throwing everything at this game? It's every genre, it's everything mixed together. It's like, oh, if you could think about it, you could, let me tell you something. I love that about it. And I love that about it because it is original. It is an original idea. It is an original concept. And we need that. It's refreshing. As opposed to, oh, another medieval game with orcs and goblins and elves. Or another space game with spaceships and and futuristic guns. You know, with the word mag in the gun, the mag weapon or mag like or whatever. It's just a lot of the same stuff. And we loved that about Elden Ring. Elden Ring, though it was, you know, I guess I wouldn't say medieval. It was more like kind of like a fantasy realm type. It went somewhere different. Like, I'll never forget when you go open up the doors and you see the outside world for the first time after the beginning, like, training part. The world is like, whoa, the clouds and the way it's designed and the glow. They went somewhere totally different. And that's what I think you have to do in game development right now. You have to go somewhere different, because if you want to give somebody the idea, like, that they're doing something that they haven't done before, you have to do that. I think that there's a certain boredom that comes with familiarity, and predictability. Obviously, if you turn on a game Like, I think that a lot of game developers, they have this misconception like, "Oh, let's make a game that is exactly like, a World of Warcraft, for instance, right? But it'll be different because it'll be a different story with different characters and maybe a few different races and stuff like that." And it's like, it's not enough. And it's not enough because when you get game after game, and that's just an example. I'm not dogging anyone or, we could use a million examples, but like, I think when you feel like you've done this before, that kills it. And I'm not saying that Crimson Desert doesn't have elements in it that, um, you know, are, haven't been done before, of course. And grappling hooks, flying, all this stuff's been done before, right? But when you look at it aesthetically, when there's, trains, which we'll get to in a minute. But then you also have like, so you have like technology to a certain degree, but then you also have like magic to a certain degree, right? And these like mythical places in the sky and stuff. But then you also have like old timey, like old medieval, like cities and, castles and stuff. And and you create this amalgamation. None of it none of it feels like you've done this before. It's like all of it is like little pieces of things you've seen before, but all kind of thrown together in a way where it's like, wow, this is like a unique thing. It's a unique take. And even though there's a lot of different slices of different genres all tossed in it, it does feel consistent when you look at it. Anyway, that being said, I want to watch the new trailer with you guys that just dropped. So let's check it out.
It's time. To take back what was stolen.
So, you're finally here. You were expecting me?
Well, you Greymanes are a hard lot to kill.
Look at that shield. Woo! Oh my god, the gear design is insane.
Clawing your way back from death's door over and over. How'd you do it? Let's find out, shall we?
Look at that. Look at that right there. Riding on horseback, and you lean up and you turn to your left with your bow, and you're hunting, literally hunting. I think he's shooting at one of those deers or something from on horse. I mean, this is crazy. And the view distance. Oh my god, there's just not enough said about the view distance in this game. It's insane. And you can actually go there. You can actually work your way up into those mountains out there. Like, it's all available. Oh my god, this game looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so fun. It's insane. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you serious right now? Did he just launch? Wait a minute. He launched off that mount that he was on. He's on a mount. This is crazy. He launches off the mount up toward the train. Off the mount. Is he grappling hooking? He's grappling hooking the train. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god, this is so crazy. He gets it. Now he's going to fly with the train. Look at this. He zips up to the train. And then cut to flying a dragon. Oh my God. A jetpack. In a game where you can fly already, here's a jetpack. Wow. I wonder what the purpose of the jetpack is if you could fly already. Maybe it just gets you around quicker. You could fly faster. Look at this. The puzzles. Look at the insanity of these, the puzzles and the depth. Hidden bookshelf door. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely excited beyond my wildest dreams. This game is so insane. It is so insane. By the way, for those of you for those of you who don't know, I live in Los Angeles. And I was told that the world in Crimson Desert is a little bit bigger than twice the size of Skyrim and bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, what's crazy about that is in Skyrim, if you walk without stopping, no mount, just walk, it takes you 2.5 hours to go from one end of the map to the other. So if this is twice as big, you're talking 5 hours. More than 5 hours, really, because they said it's bigger than twice the size. But let's just say it's twice the size. That's 5 hours. To put that into perspective, okay, you would have to walk from where the Hollywood sign is, okay, in Los Angeles, in California. You would have to walk from the Hollywood sign to Santa Monica Pier in real time. In like that is what 5 hours of walking is. That's what that looks like. Roughly 14 miles, 13, somewhere between, like around, yeah, depending on how fast or slow you walk, but somewhere around 13, 14 miles. That's a really big map. That is unbelievable. And that gets me because I'm a big fan of huge world maps in games. I mean, that's like my absolute favorite. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to this game. I'm going to be making a video every day, counting down the days to this game. I'm so excited for it. And I will be playing it. I'm going to have to figure out, I'll probably get it on my PC and I'll get it on my console because there's a part of me that likes to lay back and relax when I'm playing a game. But for the purpose of the channel and, you know, really getting into how excited I am about it and stuff, and letting you guys see that, I'll be playing it. I'll end up getting it on my PC and playing it full spec. I have a really incredible computer, so I'm not worried about it running or anything, and it looks like it runs super smooth. The specs were released. I'll be late delivering that information. If you've already found it somewhere else, it's fine, but I'll probably end up talking about that tomorrow also. Anyways, this is definitely, in my view, going to be one of the best generational. I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, it could be clunky. It could come out and people could be completely, you know, disappointed. It could be all this hype and then it's a disappointment. But for some reason, I do not think that's going to happen. I just don't. I really don't. I think that I think it's going to be not only game of the year, but I think it might even. I think many could argue it might be one of the best games within like a 5-year period or something. You know what I mean? But it's generational, and it's definitely going to force every video game developer out there to have to step their game up.